Welcome to my second video about spaces. In this video I'm going to explain the concept of space changing techniques. I'll explain what they are, how they work and what they do. I'll show you some examples, and I hope that at the end of this video you'll have the tools to use them yourself and be able to experiment with them and maybe come up with some nice space changing techniques of your own. Hope you enjoy. To summarize my first video, your body consists out of several body parts: head, anchor arm, anchor leg, lead arm, and your torso. There are spaces between these body parts, so we got anchor face, anchor arm space, anchor leg, anchor arm space, anchor leg, lead leg space, lead leg, lead arm space, and lead face, lead arm space. Reps happen when the rope travels through these spaces. They can enter either from the front, or the space can be entered from the back. The first space changing technique I'm going to explain is a slack lift. I'm starting off with a dragon rep. Downward swing, diagonal, grab it with your anchor arm, everything tight. Now, a dragon rep is actually a torso rep. You're wrapping the torso when you break it down. We're going to follow the path the rope takes. It's going to start at the anchor hand, and it's entering the lead leg, lead arm space. It's coming in from the front. We're following it around. Now it's on my anchor face, anchor arm space, and that space is being entered from the back. Coming in again in our lead hands. Now we're doing a slack lift. I'm going to use my anchor hand and I'm going to lift the rope over my head. As you can see, my torso is no longer wrapped, but my lead arm is wrapped. I'm going to follow the dart path again, starting from the anchor hand. It's going into the space of the lead leg and lead arm from the front, but now, as we follow it along, the rope is now entering my lead face and lead arm space. In this example we did a slack lift, so we pulled the rope up. We can also do a slack lift by pushing the rope down. I'm going to start with a dragon rep again. Okay, so for the dragon rep, these are the spaces the rope moves through and the direction the rope enters them. Start from the anchor hand, we're going into lead leg, lead arm space, we're going in from the front, we're going to follow the rope to the other side, and it's entering my anchor face, anchor arm space from the back. Now for this one, we're going to push our anchor hands down, and now we're basically changing it into a belt wrap. A belt wrap being, the rope comes from the anchor hand, it goes into the lead space, lead arm space from the front. We follow the rope around, and now, as you can see, the rope is going into the anchor leg, anchor arm space. Anytime you make any type of wrap, the rope forms a loop. Another way to quickly change spaces is by pushing your limb into that space. Show it again with a dragon wrap. Now we got a dragon wrap going on. As you can see, the rope is forming a loop. The spaces stay the same. Now if I were to put my lead hand into this space, I changed it into a neck wrap. So I went from a dragon wrap. Again, we're going to follow the rope's dart path. It's going into the lead leg, lead arm space. And it's the anchor face, anchor arm space. And by putting our hand in and lifting it up, we have now changed spaces again. I'm going to follow the rope dart path. It's now in my lead face, lead arm space, lead arm space, and in my anchor face, anchor arm space. it's very fun to experiment figuring out new ways to use this. As long as you got a body part wrapped in a loop and you got another limb free, you can really experiment with this one. I'll show you another example. Now I'm in a saddle wrap. Saddle wrap is when a rope dart goes into the anchor foot, lead foot space from the front, and it then enters the lead foot, lead arm space from the back. Now I can use my anchor leg and step into this loop, and I have now changed it into a belt wrap. As you can see, this belt wrap is going into the lead leg, lead arm space. I'm going to follow it along, and the rope is now entering the anchor leg, anchor arm. A well-known technique that lets you change spaces quickly is called jade. It's where you throw the rope under your leg. Go belt wrap, and you step over the rope. Now it has changed spaces. I'm still holding it here, but if I let go, you'll see I now changed the belt wrap into a holster wrap. As you can see, the rope from my anchor hand is going into the lead leg, lead arm space. The back is going into my anchor leg, anchor arm space. Now, when I step over the rope, I'm going to let go the rope over here, catch it over here. Now, you can see the path has changed spaces. So now it's going into the lead leg, lead arm space, and when I turn around, you can see it's now entering the anchor leg, lead leg space from the back. I'm going to end this video with a long combo using a lot of different space changing techniques. But first of all, I would like to thank you for watching. And I sincerely hope that this video has explained the concept of spaces a little bit better. And that now you got a clear idea of different techniques that can be used to quickly change spaces. But mostly I hope this video has given you the tools to experiment on your own, and hope you can figure out your own techniques to really do these quick space changing techniques. I'll see you in the next one. That's going to be about stacking reps and how spaces relate to that. I'm going to finish off this video in style by doing this combo where I actually use multiple space changing techniques.